iodine deficiency is probably one of the most common deficiencies that we see. Because what happens with iodine is there's anti-iodine nutrients. Now listen to this, because most people are not aware of this. Chlorine, fluorine, and bromine will deplete your body of iodine. When you use your dishwasher at home, if you use detergent that has chlorine in it, you know that gas that comes out? That gas is toxic to your thyroid gland. It's chlorine gas. There are bromine is in bread. Bromine is in certain medications. Bromine is actually in certain beverages also. Fluorine from your toothpaste, fluoride, is antagonistic to your thyroid gland and iodine. So anybody that's listening to me right now could take up to 12 milligrams a day of iodine. We use an iodine and an iodide product. We also have the ability to do a urinary test of your iodine to see how much iodine in fact your body does have. So iodine is very commonly deficient. I would encourage you to use the Celtic sea salt. Celtic sea salt is great. We also have a couple other products that we have in the office, and they're also on the web page. Cleansing products, because a lot of people today want to take a supplement to cleanse their body out. I mentioned you probably the best product to take to cleanse your body out, Dr. Bob's ABCs. If you do a half an apple every day, if you do up to a third a cup of beets every day and carrots, you will start having bowel movements. Now, let me just talk a little bit to you about bowel movements. Great topic to talk about, right? Most people in America today have a transient time. What's that? That's not the time that you train across the United States. That's how much time when you eat something till it goes up in the toilet. Can be up to 96 hours for some of you. So there's a little test that you can do. You go to a drugstore and you buy some charcoal tablets. Try this, let me know how it works out. Get some charcoal tablets, activated charcoal, and you pop 2 or 3 in your mouth when you eat a meal. Write down when you take it, and then record how long it takes for black to show up in your stool. That's your transient time. Okay, you want that to be 24 hours or less. I have some people that have a bowel movement every 3 days. That's not normal. You should have a bowel movement basically in 2 or 3 hours. So we don't encourage necessarily herbal products to aggravate a condition that you might have in your body. We do have a product line that we do use called Renew Your Life that cleanses the colon, gets rid of yeast, gets rid of parasites. But if you notice, we don't have people take, and none of you that we prescribe regular type of purging products to have you have a bowel movement. I'd rather have you eat Dr. Bob's ABCs, apple, beets, and carrots. And I have some people who have a great bowel movement by doing flax oil. You know, that tablespoon of flax oil is awesome every day. 1 tablespoon per 100 pounds. The liver is a key organ to keep clean. The liver. The beets are really important to keep the liver clean. We do encourage dandelion root. I take 5 drops of dandelion root every day. And let me tell you, it really works awesome. Dandelion root. Milk thistle is also a very good herb for your liver. You see, I don't take a lot of vitamin A, B, C, D, and E type things. I work on keeping this liver clean. This liver is right here down in the lower right quadrant. You want that liver cleaning constantly. There's a product line that we have down there, a product we call Yellow Dock. Yellow Dock's also important for the liver. 4 or 5 drops every day. Yellow Dock also for ladies is a great source of iron. Yellow Dock is great for the skin. We have a nucleoprotein there called hepatrophin, which is from a company called Standard Process that we also use to restore liver function. Probably one of the most significant items I learned was peppermint leaf. You all could take up to 5 drops of peppermint leaf during the wintertime. It helps prevent the flu. But you know what else it does? Keeps your bile flowing. You want your bile flowing. 5 drops of peppermint leaf. You say, Dr. Bob, you take a lot of stuff. I have a quart bottle. I put 5 drops of peppermint leaf. I put 5 drops of dandelion root. I put 10 drops of a product called Agricept. I put some oxygenated water in there. My water that I drink looks like river water. But you know what? It gives my body nutrients. Peppermint leaf for digestion. If you want to prevent the flu, awesome. Now let's just say you need a digestive support. We use something called betaine hydrochloride. If you pass gas, if you are farting and burping, you probably need a digestive aid. We use betaine hydrochloride. Don't drink fluids with your meal. See, most people after they're 40 years old lose acid in their body. They don't have enough acid. That's significant, what I just shared with you. Betaine hydrochloride gives your body acid, but you know what depletes your body of acid? Not enough B vitamins. What depletes the body of B vitamins? Sugar. So when you eat sugar, you don't have B vitamins. If you don't have B vitamins, you can't make acid. For a short time period, we will use betaine hydrochloride. As I mentioned to you earlier, beets are great for the liver. They also have an anti-stiffness factor in it. Okay, anti-stiffness. Beets also have betaine in it. We do use a product in the practice called Agricept L. It's a citric seed extract. It comes from lemon, grapefruit, and tangerine seed. I take 10 drops of that. I've been doing that for about 12 years. It helps get rid of bacteria and viruses in your body. It's not toxic. 10 drops a day. I mean, if you have a chronic sinus problem, it'll help get rid of parasites, gets rid of bacteria, strep, influenza. It's awesome. If you're thinking about going out of the country, you always take at least 10 drops every day. Probably the biggest issue that I believe that most people in our society deal with day to day is they love sweets. They have passion for sweets. They're addicted to sweets. You know what I'm saying? Especially after the holiday time, people always come in because their left neck hurts, which we know is caused by sugar, sugar, sugar. But we use a product in the office called Gymnema. You can take 1 a day. I've had some people take up to 3 a day. Gymnema is an herb. Gymnema will help take away the taste for sweets. Gymnema will also help replace the cells in your pancreas. It's awesome. Awesome. Libido. Libido is your desire to have sexual intimacy. It's waning in our society today. When I was going to college 30 years ago, I never would have thought that a man would need a pill to get an erection. I mean, can you imagine how low that we've come? In the very first words that God told Adam, he didn't say go fishing or go hunting. He said go home and be fruitful and multiply. Multiply means sex. My next book is going to be on sex. But we have a couple products that we use. One's called Libido F and the other one's called Libido M. Helps increase your libido. Libido is not the name of your little Italian dog. Libido is the desire to have sex. But the reason that we don't want to have sex in America today is we're exhausted. People are exhausted. So when they come home from work, they're exhausted. You need minerals. You need oil. You don't need another little blue pill. You need to slow your body. If you have an issue, anybody watching me anywhere in the world, if you have an issue that you cannot have sexual intimacy with your spouse, then you are wearing your body out and you need to slow down. Heart health. We use something called hawthorn berry. Hawthorn berry is a supplement that will help stimulate heart function. Oftentimes people who have heart issues need B vitamins. We use a product called Cataplex B as in boy. Some of you maybe have chest pains when you exercise. We use a product called Cataplex E2. E2 increases oxygenation to the heart. Now, probably the biggest fear that I believe that people have today is they don't want to get dementia and Alzheimer's. And a lot of people think that they take ginkgo biloba, it'll increase the circulation to your brain, which it does. There's another product we use called Bacopa. But I have found from my experience, people who have dementia and Alzheimer's are usually in a state of inflammation. They usually have had a diet of high sugar and high trans fat, and their brains are literally inflamed. Avoid the fast food restaurants. You know that 47% of the meals in America today are out of the home? What's really is amazing today that we have curbside pickup. Remember back in the good old days where you used to roller skate up and they'd serve your food and then they roller skate back? Well, today you could even do it with your phone. You could send an email in requesting your food that we don't even want to go to the restaurant anymore to sit down. We want to go by it. It's kind of like they're handing it to you as you're driving, and most people are going to eat, right? Am I telling you the truth? They're going to eat their food on the way home, and then we have road anger, and we wonder what's happening in our society today. Okay, so ginkgo for the brain. Now there's an herb. This is an awesome herb. For you gentlemen that are weightlifting and ladies that like to have a little bit more muscle tone, you know when you get past 40, this part of your arm here, those are called Happy Helens. Forgive, I apologize for anybody named Helen. We use an herb called Drugless. Can I tell you what really is going on with your body? You don't have enough protein. See, if you are addicted to carbs, and all of a sudden you're not able to metabolize carbs anymore because your body is just exhausted, your body will start using your protein, and then it lets go, and that's why you have all that extra tissue. That's fat. Those are Happy Helens. You have to get that muscle tone built back up inside of